Me just playing a little bit of a odd hunter here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you happen to enjoy the show, feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe, because that would help me out a lot. And hit the notification button to help you guys out a lot, so you guys can see more of, well, me. And I know everybody wants more of that. This deck is absolutely absurd. I'm gonna probably clickbait this video and say something about how this deck is insane, because I really want people to know that this deck is insane. And, okay, I know some of you probably clicked away as soon as I said that, and I probably won't. But before you do leave, if this is your first time, just at least watch a couple of these games. Like, the amount of pressure that this deck can provide is absurd. This guy's already down to 25 health in 2 turns. He's going to use his own health as a resource. Next turn, we're going to pump up its attack, hit face, and hero power again. We're going to save the Wolf Rider to potentially do more damage in a bit. But I want to maximize damage. And turn 3, the way I absolutely maximize damage is by doing this for 1 and then hero powering for 3, rather than just doing 3 with the Wolf Rider. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pump up 1, put out an entire other minion that he's going to have to deal with, and hit him for 6 more damage. Now tell me that this deck isn't busted. It's turn 3 and he's at half health. I have Kill Command and Arcane Shot for direct damage in hand. I have constant hero powers with the Ballista Shot that does 3 damage to his face every single turn. And he's going to Defile, but that's fine. Now he's been forced to use one of his removals. I don't know what he's doing now, though. Probably like a Beetle. Oh, no. Oh, no, what's he going to get rid of? A ridiculously good card? No, it's just an Emerald Reaver. Doesn't actually end up mattering. Still have a Stealth here. We're going to... And he concedes. Like, look at that. It's turn 4, and he knows he already lost because there's nothing he can do. Play this, I was going to Arcane Shot, hit him for face, so you'd be at 12. So, before any of you click away from this video, just watch how broken this deck is. That's just one of 3 games you're about to see. Yes, now playing against a Hunter, my old nemesis. He's probably thinking, oh, this guy's playing the same deck as me. It's going to be a mirror match. It's going to be Secret or Spell Hunter or something like that. But no, little does he know, it's not going to be that. So into this, the 3 drops that you don't want to keep are Black Gold Pixie. You don't want to keep that. But these 3 drops are okay to keep, but you don't want to keep more than 1 because your ideal goal is to get 1 drops. And since I have none, I'm going to hard mulligan for some 1 drops because that's really the name of the game here. Hunter's Mark and Kill Command. These are 2 cards I don't necessarily want right now. But I did get a 1 drop that I can play, followed by a hero power next turn. And then ideally I draw 1 drop again soon. Or I'll just use Bear Shark turn 3. This deck is probably one of the fastest decks, if not the fastest deck in the game. What's he going to do now? Probably nothing. Perfect. Next turn, this turn we hit hero power. Next turn, I don't know if I want a Bear Shark or Glacial Shard. I guess it depends on if he plays a secret and what that secret is. I'm going to test it out with my Dire Maul. If it's Wandering Monster, I'll probably freeze it and hero power. If it's like Explosive or Freeze, I'll probably just play Bear Shark. I really hope it's not Snipe. If it's Snipe, this is a... Oh, no, and it's Snipe. That's fine. I do lose a lot of damage potential off of that, but it's fine. It's actually fine. Like, it doesn't actually matter that much. I missed out on a little bit of damage. It's actually kind of a big deal. Losing out on some tempo like that can actually hurt this deck quite a bit. But the fact of the matter is... all I need to do is start hero powering his face. Even if he gets a ton of wolves out, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'll be able to close this game out. Perfect. Not going to use that yet though. Do I? Oh, this is a rough one. This is a hard decision. I'm tempted to just not even hit him, to just hero power and pass. But I know that that doesn't actually get me anywhere. So we're gonna have to hit him with this. It's gonna be freeze and explosive, or wandering maybe. I'll hit him for 3 with this. And just to keep up consistency, to keep putting out damage, we will freeze his face. That way, if he's able to get a weapon, he can't actually attack with said weapon. Next turn, it's going to be probably Dire Maul again into hero power, and ideally I get to a point where I can Kill Command his face and just use everything at his face. That's really how this deck operates. This deck thrives on the fact that people aren't able to do anything to deal with it immediately. That Snipe was a bit of a little bit of a setback. He should be at 19 right now, but he's not. So we're going to hit with this 2-1 first, see what it is. Ideally, it's explosive and it just dies. Not wandering? It is wandering, though. Have 2 health. Oh, beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Astounding indeed. Oh, Venom Strike Trap, though. I'm going to play this minion, shoot him, go face with this. Got him down to 16. He's probably going to Spellstone this turn, and if he does, I probably lose the game. And I think I lose the game all off of that snipe play with the Bear Shark. Not being able to capitalize on it. I mean, he's been holding that since turn 0. It's got to be. Oh, no, it's actually subject 9. Interesting. So he actually uses the poisonous there. I'm fine with that. Animal Companion is probably my best bet. Hopefully it's Huffer, and then we shoot him. What is it? Leok? Oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. He's probably going to hit the poisonous into it, and that's fine. Hopefully I draw an Unleash in the near future, and I'm able to capitalize on this. He didn't actually have a Spellstone. He's going to Kill Command it, maybe? Or Flanking Strike. Okay, interesting. Followed by what? What are you going to do to kill it? And then Candle Shot? That's fine. That's absolutely fine by me. Hopefully I can Unleash the Hounds. I'm not actually in death range yet, but now that I double kill command his face, he is 1 hero power away from death. He could have Rexar, but I don't think it's super likely. He's been holding that since turn 0, though, so he could very well have it. Is it well played? Does he win? He had Rexar. Okay. That's pretty bad for me. However, he's probably going to trade the 2 into that. No, he's not. He's going to hit with Candle Shot. How much health do I have left? Okay, so Unleash the Hounds would help me here. Baku is not the card that I would need. Hero Power, Pixie, Hero Power. Very close to winning this game. And as I said, these Hunter games are very, very close. Only like barely losing a lot of these games. And it's only because he had Rexar. If he hadn't had Rexar, I would have won the game. And we'll also just Hunter's mark that for no reason. Barely lost this game because he had Rexar. And because I misread one of his secrets. I should have assumed that after I had attacked, it would be Snipe. I was like, it's either Snipe or Venom Strike Trap. It's like a 50-50. I chose poorly. I should have just played the Freeze just because, you know, it would have been better value anyway, but I didn't, and that led to a loss. And that's probably the biggest problem with this deck, is that if you do somehow lose tempo like that, or you commit to a play and it falls flat on its face, you will probably lose. But clearly this deck is still able to compete with the best while only having 1 legendary. And obviously, if I could, I'd also run Leeroy in this deck. But anyway, moving on to the next game. I played a game. It didn't actually record. It was stuck on 262 bytes. But as you can see, this deck is at 63%, and I won my last game. So that's fantastic. This deck, I think we keep Unleash the Hounds. I think we don't keep Kill Command. I think that Kill Command's better to draw later on to finish him off, but I think that having more beasts and things to directly go face and things that he has to immediately deal with is better. Worgen Infiltrator is probably the best thing to play turn 1, especially considering he has the daggers. He is playing odd. He doesn't have a turn 1, though, so what might be the play is actually do this and then shard his face so he can't actually make anything to kill this 2-1. This 2-1 will hit him in the face. He has to weapon up. That's just the best play. And I'll get some free damage, and then I'll hero power. So ideally, if I get another 1-drop, I'll play that. Oh, are you serious? He drew that? That's actually fine. He'll probably kill stuff with his minions and then his dagger and leave some stuff up so an Unleash the Hounds will pop off. Probably should have just hero powered there. That was a misplay. I wanted to get more minions on the board to pressure, but I think a hero power just straight up was a better play for more damage. He hasn't even weaponed up a single time yet. Emerald Reaver, very useful. Very good pickup. Do that, hero power. Definitely should have just hero powered that turn before, because then on turn 4, my turn's going to be super awkward. I might just Wolf Rider to hit him for 3 and give him something that he has to deal with. Which is honestly it's still pretty solid, but trying to think here. The only thing that I could actually use on turn 4 would be a tracking and hopefully get like a 1-drop, like a Glacial Shard or something. But I have multiple minions on the board. That 3/3, I'm pretty sure I can ignore. Now the question is, do I want to trade into his minions or not? We'll freeze that. We'll shoot him. We'll make him make the trades, as usual. That's what you want to do with this deck. You never actually want to trade unless you absolutely have to. So I think this is just going to be a go face kind of game. He has a secret? Oh, if that's explosive, I am screwed. Are you serious? Don't be explosive, please. Ah, so it's Wandering Monster. That's good to know. So I'm going to hit him. It's going to be Wandering Monster. Oh, boy. How did I know that? Because he left something up so I would hit it. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Actually, could be nuts for me. Wait a minute. That actually could be nuts for me, because then I get the Unleash the Hounds. Holy moly, wait. That actually could have won me the game. Holy moly. That actually might have won me the game, the fact that he got that Wandering Monster rather than Explosive. But I actually 100% knew that it was Wandering Monster, because he would have either A, killed it, or B, traded into it so the Explosive Trap would kill it off. But I knew for a fact that it wasn't. So he kills that off, that's fine. Trying to think, do I have the damage to win the game? No! How could you have that? Dude! How could you have that? Unleash the Hounds. Trade these two in. Hit him in the face for... Oh no, what looks like a damage short of game. Oh god. Hero power. And then we drop that Emerald Reaver. And we slash him for that 1 extra damage. Catapulting me to about a 64% win rate with this deck. And if any of you still disagree with me on the fact that this is probably one of the best decks in the meta, we should chat in the comment section, because this deck has a winning matchup into every mainstream class except Paladin. It loses to Shaman, who cares, Druid, who cares, and Warrior, the 3 least played classes in the game. And it has a slightly above 50% win rate against most of the Hunters. I think it's around a 57% win rate against Hunter, which is pretty solid. So, and it has a 60% win rate or above into pretty much every other class. Like, let's take a quick look-see here. I know that you guys are probably upset by this, by the fact that I'm dragging this out, but just so you guys understand the absolute power of this deck. 10-7 into Hunter, 5-0 into Mage, 7-2 into Priest, 7-1 into Rogue, 5-1 into Warlock, and look at this. The 3 least played classes are its only losing matchup, and Paladin, which actually is more popular than these classes according to Vicious Syndicate, but still, only 1 mainstream class is it bad against. It beats every other class. When you go to show percentages, 59% win rates is its lowest winning win rate, and then it loses a couple. This deck is actually insane, and I would 100% recommend it to everybody. Spread the word, show them these videos, show them how effective and fast these decks are. I've won on turn 1 before. This deck is just the best deck in the meta.